Hey, you welcome back to Alter My Closet. I'm Jennifer. Hope you guys are doing well today. I am a little bit nasal today. The pollen has gotten to me. I've got itchy eyes, stuffy nose, all that. A little bit tired, but I wanted to stay true to trying to, post my video. I am wearing this outfit I wanted to share. Actually wore this to church. This is a striped blouse. You may not be able to see, too well, but that's some pink and blue and white. I just wanted to add a little bit of color to my look today, and I just decided to dress this up with a jeans vest. But yeah, these pants, I did do a little bit of alteration to them, taking the sides. I'm gonna try to go back and taking here on the sides, going down a little bit more, or actually a little bit, because I did not go all the way down. I just, concentrated on the waist part. But for those of you who are watching for the first time, this I'm actually on a journey to altering my clothes. First, shopping in my closet and finding the things that needs to be altered to go ahead and alter those, and then the ones that I can wear without alteration is what I'm trying to concentrate on now. So yeah, I'll be showing that in a future video, just as far as what I came up with to alter. So I am quite comfortable in what I'm wearing right now. Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you like what I'm wearing. I did get some compliments on my outfit. So yeah, hooked it up with these earrings. And the necklace, kind of the same color, pinkish. Bringing out the pink in the blouse here. But I wanted to show you guys, just before I get into alterations, as I mentioned in the last video, just about the type of machine that you may want to get into or purchase. Something that's not so complicated, something that's not intimidating. So I wanted to show you that today. But just before I get into that, I did a little bit more addition to my workspace. And I wanted to point out these items here. I did purchase these from the dollar store some time ago. So these are some storage bins. I think these are so cute. So I have 2 of those, and I just added them to my workspace, like I said. And then these stackable bins, and they are red, so I think they match, with the color theme that I was trying to bring out, in the red curtain and a hint of red here, and so yeah, I just put these together, trying to find use for these. And you always want storage, wherever you're working or wherever you habitate, right? And so here I put my chalks and buttons, little knickknacks here. Like I said, trying to find use for them. Here I put my tape measure and tags. And so I'll just keep this on here on my workstation pretty much. I'll put this here. So instead of just having them spread out, they're just kind of organized on this tray here. This little kit that I have with pins and needles and all that, I just some thread here. I just put it here as well. And doing so, that freed up this area right here, because I had some of these things on top and under here. So I'm just trying to free up space, some area, and just trying to make it a little more organized. So I will get more into that. But so far, I'm making use of this. So I'll keep this over here. Okay, and then the next thing that I did was to organize here a little bit better. So all that fabric that I had under here, I folded them up and put them on top here. Just moved around some things on top here. Okay, so like I said, taking some of the stuff from off here freed up the top part here. The next thing that I did, and I am so excited about this, is I had this in another room, and I was using this to store some jewelry and other little knickknacks around the house and all that. So I decided to put this here in my workspace. And what I did, now for us women, when we go to the nail salon and we have to choose our color nail polish, they'll send you over to a rack where they have the nail polish. So this reminds me of that. So what I did was to put this on the wall and colorize my thread. Okay, so that's the idea there. And then I can use the drawers, because these are some pull-out drawers here, so I can use it to store any little items that I may use. I got a screwdriver, my pens in here, my little razor. So pretty much, I can use that to store any little knickknacks that I use. But yeah, okay. And so I was able to move around to my fabric and, place them here in the drawers and just organize my overflow of threads instead of having them in the drawer, just displaying them on here. So yeah, this just made it a little more neater look here in the workspace. All right. I did have this under here, but I'll put this on top, store stuff here as well, and then I'll have room for something else here. So that's what I have done so far, and I think that just looks neater. I wanted to point out my little sign here. I watched this YouTuber called Where's Brittany, and she is in she had a video where she's in Honolulu, Hawaii, staying at a friend's house. I believe the lady's her friend's mother, but she's staying with her. And so while she was showing the mother's, her friend's mother's workspace, I saw this in her workspace, and it just made me smile because I said, "Oh, look, she's got the same thing I have, you know." So just showing that we have the same taste, and it just made me smile. So yeah, I love this. But yeah, pretty much that's what I added, and I just feel like it makes it a little more, gives it a little more neater look, like I said. So the next thing I wanted to do is to get into, as I mentioned earlier, the type of machine you may want to look into purchase as a beginner. Know that I am not promoting this product, but this is just something that I chose when I thought about purchasing my sewing machine. Hopefully you can see the features here. So with this sewing machine, it's the Singer 3342, and it's the Fashion Mate brand or model. Fashion Mate model. Okay. All right. Here they talk about what comes with the sewing machine, what's inside. And so the sewing machines, they usually come with, different pieces to it. So on this one here, I labeled them, just as a way of showing you guys what's in here. So first, there's a presser foot. That's what that looks like. Okay, and that's where you actually place your whatever you're sewing. You would place it under that presser foot on the machine, and then the needle goes in between, when you're sewing. The next, and so there are 1, 2, 3, 4 presser foot included with your machine. So there is this one here that sews the button on whatever garment that you're sewing. There is this one here. Okay, and that's a presser foot with the seam guide. So that's this little piece right here, and it has the guide while you're sewing. And then this one is for buttonholes. And then this one here is for the zipper. Okay. Then you have the brush. Okay, and then the brush, that helps with maintenance for your machine. You want to be able to clean your machine area if it builds up with, like dust and all that. Because over time, that can cause your, problems while you're sewing. This here is the motor for the machine. That's where you actually plug in, and I will show you the actual pieces. I should have been showing you that, but I just wanted to show you on the box, that it shows you what comes in the machine. And then this here, you can cover your machine feeder, and this is recommended for when you're sewing quilts. These are the bobbins. You do need a bobbin thread when you're sewing your items. And let's see. Okay. This piece here is actually a screwdriver. Doesn't look like it, but it's a screwdriver. Helps to, you know, when you're changing out your needles and all that. This here is a seam guide, this little metal piece here, and it's actually used when you're making quilts. You have this piece here, that's the seam ripper. Okay, and then you have extra needles that comes with your machine. This is actually a guide for your thread. Both of these, they're called spool caps, and they're, you know, guide for holding your thread on the machine while you're sewing. And then these are felt pads that holds your thread in place. Okay, so pretty much these are what's included in the actual sewing machine. One second, I'm trying to set it up to where you can see the actual machine. All right, so here's the first thing you want to do. This is your power cord, and you want to plug it in here on the side. And like I said, I'm just trying to show you this before I get into alterations. So if you decide to follow along, you know, you are privy to, you know, using a machine, or if you do get your machine, you can actually follow along that, you know, whenever you're ready. All right, so on the side here, you have a switch. On this particular machine, most machines have it on the side or in the back here. And so that's a switch for the lighting on the machine. Okay. And here in the front is storage, or a drawer, you know, however you want to label it. But this is where all that I showed you on the box, this is where they have those things. Okay, so these are all placed inside here. These are the bobbins. And this is that guide. I've never used this before because I really don't make quilts, but it goes somewhere here. So, you know, it will guide you as you go, you know, guide your fabric as you sew. I do believe this machine comes with 4 of these bobbin threads. Bobbin for the bobbin thread. I believe it's about 4 of them. This is all tangled up, sorry. All right, and oops, almost. Okay, so we have 4 of these. There's 1 inside and there's 3 here. Then this is the presser foot that comes with that stitch guide. So this can be moved back and forth like that. And this is that felt thing that holds your thread. So unfortunately, mine broke. That piece that was here. Let me see where I have it. Yeah, so this one broke, but this goes here, and this is the vertical thread holder on here. So if you were to place your thread on here, you'd want to use this under it so it stays in place. Okay, so you would put this you know, felt piece of fabric under your thread so it can, you know, hold in place while you sew. What's the next thing that's in here? So yeah, these are the other presser foots that's in here, what I told you about for the zipper and all that. This one for the button. And then this right here is the thread holder, the horizontal thread holder. So here, if you're using these small spool of threads, you want to put it here, and then you want to attach this. This is a stopper, a thread stopper. So you'd put it here to hold this in place. And depending on the size of the thread, you can use this one as well. This is a smaller one, so it will go on here depending on the size. This is what the screwdriver looks like. And then this is what the dog feeder looks like. So this goes here on top of here. And this is when you're using, when you're sewing, you know, fabric that you don't want caught in the feeder, which is under here. All right. So this is all what's included in here. I hope you were able to see clearly what is what. And all these, you know, you store here. So this snaps back into this front part here. Okay, so that's where you keep that. Let's see what else. Oh, I did not show you the brush. And this is a brush to clean these areas here, you know, when you're doing maintenance on your machine. And then also, if you remove this, this is where the seam remover is. Okay, so this stays here together. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. All right. I believe on the last video too, I was showing you, you know, when you're stringing your machine, you've got these numbers here on the machine. So right here is 1, here is 2, then you have 3, 4, I know you have 5, and 6 is under here. Okay, so I will show another video where, you know, we string the machine. And here there's a diagram on top where you fill your bobbin thread. All right, so my next video, I'll show you pretty much how we go about doing that. And also, you have these areas here. This is this has to do with your stitch length, so you can move these in order to do a straight stitch, you keep it on 0 though. But when you're doing, you know, other stitches in between the stitches, you can use this to lengthen or shorten your stitch. But you always want to keep it on 0, best practice, so that you know you're usually going to start your straight stitch. This is your tension guide, so you can move this button, this knob also, for, you know, the tension of your stitch. All right, here is the reverse button. So when you're tacking, usually, you know, if you want your stitch to go backwards while going forward, you'd press here in order to do a reverse stitch. And here on this knob, you'll see the arrow. So you always want to, you know, use your hand wheel going forward, and that actually moves your needle up and down. And while it's doing that, you will notice your dog feeder, which is this looking like some teeth under this presser foot thing here. You know, you'll notice it moves up and down as well. Here they show you, you know, diagrams. So this machine is, you know, I'd say pretty friendly. So they'll show you a diagram pretty much of, you know, how to go about stringing down here. And even on here, they'll show you how you insert your bobbin thread. So I would say this is a pretty friendly machine. This also is this stitch applicator, you know, whether you're doing a buttonhole, zigzag, straight stitch. So you would use that, you know, as your selection to select the type of stitch that you need. And then this is the stitch length. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, so you want to use this, you know, if you're sewing short stitch or longer stitch. So you want to use that, you know, to select that as well. But, you know, all in all, like I said, I believe this is a very friendly sewing machine. And, you know, you could probably look into something like this. So let me know if you have any questions. Okay, and on my next video, I will, you know, continue showing you more of the feature on this machine here. Didn't realize my video would be this long, but watch out for the next video. And thank you for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And you'll see me on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.